Well, hello, good evening to my school board members, and I want to kind of prep you for our board meeting coming up, and I just increased full screen so you could not see the rest of my desktop. But I wanted to talk to you tonight in preparation for an agenda item that we have on our agenda next week. I want to talk to you about why vocational education matters. Instead of taking up board meeting time, I thought I could share some thoughts with you, and then we could discuss some of these things in this presentation at our board meeting versus going through the whole presentation. And so I want us to think about our mission and our vision to create learners in a world in which jobs are increasingly changing. And all my information that I'm going to share with you came from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, and all of the images that I have found are from copyright-free resources. I just want to share with you, first of all, that if you have any questions regarding the research that I'm going to show or the images that I'm going to show, then please let me know and I will be happy to give you those links. But I think it's important for us to educate all kids, not just kids that are bound for four-year colleges. And the reason why is because at the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, and you can see the link on this screen, you can see the unemployment rates of college graduates ages 20 to 29, and you can see that there are quite a few kids that go post-high school to go to a post-secondary education and end up having difficulty finding jobs. Students with bachelor's degrees as well as advanced degrees. And those are numbers from 2007 to 2011, and that's what they had listed that I found this evening. So we need to start thinking about and understanding that not all kids, and it's okay, not all kids are bound for a four-year degree. Now some of these things I'm going to show you, they might end up getting a four-year degree, but it's not necessary to do some of these jobs. Again, at the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, I found that there will be 20.5 million new jobs by 2020. And these are the fastest growing careers, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, that I found. They listed 30, and I'm just going to highlight a few. The first one, anything in construction is going to be in high demand. And so these are kids that could earn a two-year degree or apprenticeship and make some pretty good money. This one happens to be a pile driver operator, someone that can run large machinery in a construction business. Carpenters, bricksmen, stonesmen, blocksmen, those type of careers can make on average $41,000. I found this one interesting because you see a lot of these types of bicycles popping up in different locations. And so who's going to repair these bicycles? And you can have your own little business for $20,000 a year. Nice little side business if you want to do something else. Medical secretaries, $30,000 they can make a year. And I think you only need a couple years of education, if any. Repairing windows and glass, glazing windows. These could be windows that are on multi-story level buildings, high rises, things like that. The glass breaks down, the glaze breaks down, and someone has to fix that. It leaks, The windows leak, $30,000, $35,000. And these are all vocational degrees. Plumbers, pipe fitters, steam fitters, carpenters, again, construction business. $26,000. In our little town alone of Auburn, Nebraska, we have one plumbing business that is across multiple cities, Auburn and Nebraska City, and we have one that is owned, and we have another one. And all these businesses, I don't think the average employee is less than 50 age-wise. Who's going to replace these people as they retire? And so I think it's important for us to think differently about some of these careers that you can make decent money and a decent living, and people need these people to do jobs. Iron and rebar workers, $38,000. And so let's ask this question, and let's have this conversation about what can our district do to support these types of programs. I want to highlight a program that is happening at ESU 4 in Auburn, Nebraska. And that is the Career Academy program. There's the link, www.esu4.org, and if you go to that website and click on the right, there is a link for Career Academies. Currently there are 4. And how this works is we have at ESU 4, they have an Energy Academy coordinator that coordinates with teachers to get students enrolled in these courses. And these courses, like the Energy Academy, the courses are developed through a partnership with ESU 4 and Southeast Community College. And they take courses based on the energy field. They go to field trips, they go to a nuclear power plant, they go to a coal-fired power plant, they go to a wind farm, and they all produce energy. And they also take classes relating to these fields, and they learn about these fields in high school. And then if they wanted to, they can go on to college, 2-year degree, and learn more about the energy field, or they could possibly even go out into one of these plants and possibly get a job and then work their way up, go to school, kind of like an intern. So ESU 4 works with 3 or 4 different power plants and wind farms. The Health Science Academy, again, working with our local hospitals and health clinics, we have kids experience different jobs related in those fields. And so kids enroll into those programs, usually 11th and 12th graders, mostly 12th graders, and they learn about the health science fields. The Teacher Academy, ESU 4 works with Peru State College. And kids learn about the teaching field. Now that's a 4-year degree, but that's an academy. It's a career academy, and kids can take dual credit courses that when they go to college, they will transfer over to whatever college they go to if they decide to become a teacher. And then finally, ESU 4 is working with local businesses to teach kids how to properly weld. The interesting thing about this academy is it's brand new this year, 2015-16, and they have worked with a local manufacturing company to bring all the equipment that they would use in their building, in their manufacturing department. They brought all that equipment over to the school. And the kids are learning with their equipment how to do the proper welds. They could leave their high school when they graduate and go to this manufacturing company and get a job welding. Or they could continue off into a vocational career. And so I want us to think about that question and discuss that at our next board meeting. What can our district do to support vocational education? And I think it's important that we have that conversation, and maybe we partner with someone, a business that can bring some of this stuff to our district. Maybe we partner with a community college. Maybe we partner with, if we have a university or another college close to our district. But I think it's important that we have that conversation, that we look at what our community offers as far as jobs, because we'd like to keep kids in our district, right? We like to keep kids in our community. They bring the economy back to the community. They bring things back to our area. They raise a family in our community, and that helps our community to grow. And so please consider this question. We will discuss it at our next board meeting. And I want to thank you for watching this introduction video to hopefully what I think is going to impact teaching and learning for the future. And again, if you have any questions about the research that I showed you or the images and where they were taken from, please let me know. I'd be happy to provide those resources.